Good morning. I'm StampinDeDe, and I'm here this morning on Stampin Thursday to create our own background paper, our own designer series paper. And this is just a time to play around, do some fun, different things, and try different colors and just experiment. But it is a technique that I've used recently on several cards and loved it. So I thought it might be a good thing to do together today. Before we start, I want to tell you that Thursday, June 2nd, I will be introducing the June monthly stamp club. And for that monthly stamp club, I'm going to be using timeless arrangements. And this is such a fun set. And the stamps, the sentiments are great. And then the dies, which we're going to be using 3 of them today, so they're not in here. But the dies are really interesting. So that is coming up beginning June 2nd, and you'll get all the information about the monthly stamp club on June 2nd. And then on June the 6th, which is a Tuesday evening, Dying to Know is going to feature Countryside Corners. Now, this is a really unique set, one that I looked over the first time. I passed over it the first time I saw it. I just thought I don't think that's something I'd really make a lot of use of. Well, I want you to know I use it all the time. So I'm going to show you some of the unique ways to use that. It's got one stamp in it, one stamp, but lots of dies. So mark that down. Tuesday, June 6th at 7 o'clock, we'll be looking at Dying to Know, Countryside Corners. All right, so let's get started for today. Now, I've got here, now, I have to say that the ones I do, I do light. I want them really to be a subtle background. And so you'll see that this has multiple stamps on it, some that we'll use today. But I try to find a word stamp, a conglomeration of words. And from our new sets, let's see, which one? Quiet Meadow. From the new catalog, Quiet Meadow has this in it. On one of your older sets, I think it's Very Versailles, and maybe Ranunculus Romance, I don't remember, has a stamp in it that's got words either in another language or it's got script in it. So I use that. I try to pick a flower. I try to pick a splotchy stamp, splatter stamp. I just mix it up. So I'll be using several of these again today, but I want to go ahead and show you the card that I made using this. You can see that I've got the corner cut out of it. Here's the card that I made using this background stamp. And Quiet Meadow, I used a die from Quiet Meadow. So I picked out one of the colors of the stamps, which was a Flirty Flamingo maybe, or Calypso Coral. And repeated that color in the background here, the card front. So, but we're going to do something a little different today. And we're going to make a little bit different background paper. So you can use 8.5 by 11, but 12 by 12 works really great. You can get a lot of papers off of it. And the colors that we're going to use today are Azure Afternoon, Azure, I don't know how it's pronounced, Afternoon. Here, I'm going to turn them this way. Pebble Path, And both of these, this is a new core color. This is a new, this is a new in color. This is a new core color. Moody Mauve is a new in color. And Wild Wheat is a new in color. So these are the colors that I picked to use today. Again, they're more subtle, not real bright, and I stamp off a lot, so I get that real subtle look. So the stamps we're going to use are the script stamp from, what did I say, Quiet Meadow? Is that what I said? Yeah, from Quiet Meadow. And the splotch stamp from Irresistible Blooms. You can maybe see these better this way. We're going to use the flower this time from Irresistible Blooms. And these bubbles are from the time, they're not bubbles, I don't know what they are, from Timeless Arrangements. I love that stamp. And then I picked out a leaf from Irresistible Blooms, another leaf from Timeless Arrangements, and another little flower on a stem from Timeless Arrangements. And we'll just see how we work all of these in. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the script. And I'm going to do the script in Pebbled Path. This is, you could do it any way you wanted to. But I'm going to do it in Pebble Path. And I want to make sure that my letters are going right side up. And I'm going to stamp it off. Every time I do it, I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to get it inked up first. Good and inked up. All right. Here we go. Now I'm just going to, some of them are going to be off. Some of them, it's just a random thing. I don't think I stamped off. Did I? And you know what? If I stamp off twice, it's okay. Uh-oh, I didn't stamp off on that one, and I should have. I know that you're probably, let me scoot this up a little bit and see how much of it you can see. Stamp off. Get down here. All right. Let me pull this up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Give you a little bit more wider view. All right. Let me see who's on here. Okay, do we have enough for now, maybe? Yeah, I don't see any spots that I really need to. So I'm going to bring out my chamois and get my stamp clean. Get it ready to use next time. And my chamois, look how stained it is, but I wash it after every day, maybe, and it does great. All right, next we're going to do, I think, the flower. I think we'll do the big flower next, and I want to do it in the Moody Mauve. I like to do my flower in one of the brighter colors. Of course, that Azure Afternoon is pretty bright too. So, all right. So I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're ready to go. Here we go. It's a pretty flower. Love this flower. me turn the flower just a little bit, go a different direction maybe. You probably couldn't see me stamp the corner there. And I'll do one more down here maybe. All right, how do we look? Maybe one stamped off right over here, just a little, there. Just to kind of, all right, clean my stamp, set that aside. What next? I think maybe the leaves next. And I'm going to do that. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do in the azure blue. I think I'm going to do the smallest stamp in the azure blue and then the dots. So maybe this flower. So I'll put my Moody Mauve away for now. And this flower is the one from Timeless Arrangements. And I'm really gonna, all right. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. So, the fact that this is a clear stamp, I can do my best to fill just that part in. There we go. All right, and let's take this one this way. I like that. I like that look. Let's see. I need to come off over here. Where else do I need one? Maybe right there. Okay. Oh, it's looking good, isn't it? It's looking good. Now, I also want to do my splatters in that azure blue because I kind of want to highlight that color. Yeah. But I'll stamp it off every time. This is a very relaxing thing to do. You know, you just, yeah, it is. It's very relaxing. Love that. Love this look. All right, where else do I need a splatter? Maybe, just noticed that this has some glue on it. Not that it matters. I think that's pretty good for now. We'll come back and fill in where we see, you know, a need to do so. So next, I'm going to do my bubbles. These bubble stamps. You'll love these. And I'm going to do them in the wild wheat. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll start up here. Right there. Put some here. Put some down here. Maybe some off the thing there. Well, let's see. Down here. Uh-oh, I don't think I stamped that one off. Well, oh well. Where else? Maybe something up here. Maybe right there. All right. We're filling it up, aren't we? All right, we'll set that aside for right now. And now we're going to do our leaf, and I'm going to do it in the pebble path. All right, and I'm going to make sure that I get it good and stamped off. Maybe even twice. Yeah. Well, let's try once. Yeah. Okay. You know, you might decide that you just want to use 2 stamps or 3 stamps. This is the most I've used on one. I wanted to see what it would look like. And I think I need one more right down here, maybe. Maybe right there. All right. We're filling it up, aren't we? We're creating our own background paper. All right, next. I've got this leafy thing, but I'm not sure that I need that. I think I need to come back with more splatters. I think that's what I need to do. And that was in the azure blue. And these, we can overlap the splatters. Okay. All right. Let's see. I want to go off, but I don't want to go off onto my tabletop. Maybe right there. Ooh. That really did splatter up, didn't it? That's okay. We'll be all right. Where else? Maybe right up here. Right there. What do you think? We're getting there, but we've still got blank spaces. So I guess I will do that leaf. And I have to decide. I think I'll do it in the wild wheat. Boy, that stamp really got inked up. All right. I think I'll do it in the wild wheat. Bring out that color just a little bit more. Yeah, let's try this. All right. We're filling it in. Maybe right down here. Where else? Where else? Maybe right in here. How are we doing? Now, I want to do something in the Moody Mob. I wanted to do, maybe I just need a couple more flowers. All right, I think I'll do that. Just a couple more Moody Mob flowers. And I think we're getting real close. What do you think? It's looking like background paper, isn't it? It's looking like background paper. And you know, when you see the whole thing, it's hard to envision how it might look with just a piece of it. So, all right, let me get the Moody Mauve back out, get my flower back out, and I think I'll stamp it off twice and see what that does. I think I'm going to do that. Get an even more of a background effect. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Bring this down and do it over here. And I think I need something right in here. Right there, maybe. And maybe right in here, maybe. Right in the, right in the middle. And I think I'll do one off down here. All right. We're getting really, really close. I think we need one right there. What do you think? Are we just about there? Something over that blue to tone that down a little bit. I think we're just about there. We are just about there. I think it looks pretty even, don't you? What do you think? I do think I may, the script, I may stamp off twice and just do a couple more of those. Let's see. Make sure I've got my words going the right way. All right. So I'm going to stamp it off twice and put one right here. Yeah. Stamp it off twice and put one right there. Stamp it off twice and put one right down here. We'll stamp it off twice and add one more right here. All right. I like that. I really like that. I think we're done. I think we are done creating our background paper. You know, I have a thank you, and I could put a random thank you. That's what I'm going to use on the front of the card. And if I wanted to say that these are going to be thank you cards, that I'm going to only use this for thank you cards, I could do that. And if I do, I think I would do it in the Pebble Path. And I would make it really faint. There. Thank you. Yes. Because I am just going to use these for thank you cards. Oh, I think that works perfect. Do I need one anywhere else? Maybe right here in the middle. There. Perfect. I love that. It may not the paper we used on the card may not even show the thank you. And maybe we ought to have a few more of them. I don't know. Maybe because we want it to show somewhere, maybe we should have a few more. Let's try that. There. Here. Where else? Maybe right down here somewhere. That's pretty good. That's good. That's good. I think we're done. Hi, Kay. Thank you. Do you think I have enough on it? Is there enough there? I'm looking at it. I don't see any glaring blank spaces. It was so much fun just to stamp, just to stamp all over it. All over it. All right. Now, so I think what I'm going to do is cut this to where it's just a little bit smaller than, so I've got a card front that is 4 by 5 1/4. So I need for this to be 5, and I'm going to make it long ways. 5 by 3 3/4. Actually, I'm going to make it 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm doing it landscape. So I want it to be 4. So I'm going to bring, oops, that's my score blade. 4 by 5 1/4. Because I'm going to do something else to it. So I'm going to bring this to the 4 mark. And I've got this on 5 1/4. All right. So we're going to do this corner right up here. And we'll cut this at 4. Okay, here's our piece. Whoops, barely. Almost our piece. All right, so I'm going to set our, here's our piece that we're going to use. We can actually see thank you twice on it. So here it is. Isn't that pretty? So I think what I'm going to do is use one of the basic border dies. These are our basic border dies. And I think I'll use this one. And I think I'll cut the top and the bottom. So I think I'll just barely cut a piece off the top and barely a piece off the bottom. This just to make it, give it some interest. And I'm not going to bring my cut machine in to you, into view, because I think you all know exactly how that goes. So I'm just going to cut a piece off the top. Okay, so here I've cut a piece off the top, and now I think I'm going to turn it around and cut a piece off the bottom. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Cut a piece off the bottom. I wanted it to be different from the first card I made. So, you know, my go-to are the contour dies. And I actually had that pulled out earlier. But then I thought, no, I want it to be different. All right, so here's our piece. Let's see how it looks. All right, I've got my card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let me get my bone folder. And then I cut I used the azure blue card front. And you see how this is going to go right there. Okay, we're going to go with it. This card may be a little bit too busy. I'm not sure. We'll see. I could have done what I did with the Quiet Meadow and just used one piece. But I really wanted to use the timeless arrangements to see how it looked. So we're going to give that a try. And if that doesn't look good, we'll do something else. All right, here's this. Positioned on the front. And see, I made sure that we captured some of the blue. So we're going to get that going. Okay. So now let's position that. All right, there we go. And we've got that down. Now, I thought I would use the azure blue, the moody mauve, and the pebbled path and use 3 of the dies from the timeless arrangements. And I'm going to grab my mini cut and emboss. I should have put it over here. And use that. So it really doesn't matter which one I do with which color. So I'll do this one if it fits. Oh, that one doesn't fit. So I'll do this in the azure blue. And I'm going to have to cut it for the mini cut. All right. Here we go. So this is a leafy one. That's why I didn't do the moody mauve with it, because I wanted the bloomy one to be moody mauve. The one that looks more like blooms. All right. Here we go. So we've got this one cut. And you're going to see how this does. Let me grab take a pick tool, poke it out. You want to be real careful taking these out because you don't want it to tear. Right, we'll set that one aside, and I'm going to poke the leaves out. All right, there's our first one. All right, and then we're going to do, let's see, I've got 2 of them. We're going to do this one in the moody mauve. And I'm going to show you how to mount these so that you get an arrangement where everything shows. It's not the only way to do it, of course. All right. And you know, you could even use this as a stencil. All right. Get this one out. Set it aside. Here's this one. So now we have this one and this one. And now we're going to do the pebbled path. And we're going to do this one for the pebbled path. Move it down. These are just scraps of the paper, as you can tell. I just grabbed out of the stash. All right. Oh, that one came out easy. Set that aside. Pop this out. Now, the only thing we have left to die cut is the sentiment piece, and I'm going to go ahead and die cut that, and I'm going to die cut it out of our I'm going to die cut it. Let me just grab my trimmer. I'm going to die cut it out of a piece right up here. Okay, out of this piece. And I just want some subtle background in it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want this. No, I want a little bit of the pebbled path in it. So we're just going to cut it right there, and I can use this piece for another sentiment piece. All right, but because I'm putting it on the words, I have to make sure that it's even. And I'm going to washi tape it down just to be sure that it doesn't run away from me. And you'll notice I left a space in the middle because that's where I'm going to stamp the sentiment. And all I'm doing is a thank you. And then inside, I'm going to put probably thank you, maybe very much. Or I could put inside from the bottom of my heart. I could do that. I may do that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart inside. All right. So move that off. We're done with our mini cut and emboss. Move it out of the way. All right. Okay. I don't need that piece. The colors are so subtle. You really almost don't even see them. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at our timeless arrangements. So the way these are designed is that you layer them, this little rectangle piece, one on top of the other. And if you do that, they have designed the dies so that everything goes in a different direction so that it covers all the space. Now, I only used 3 of the 4, but I think we're going to have plenty, and I'm putting the blue. I need to decide here which to put on top. Let me look. Let me look at it. The blue is the dominant color, but It's a very bright color. See how they all show? You really don't have one completely behind the other. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like the blue in the back because it sticks out. It sticks out in all those places. So if we put it right here, it's going to look good. All right, so what I'm going to do is in this order, I'm going to glue these down. And I'm going to use my Tombow for that just because I don't want glue hanging over. All right, so I'm going to put some white glue right there and layer over this first piece, the pebbled path piece. And I'm going to put the rectangle right on top of the rectangle and just hold it down for a minute. Looks like I could poke out a piece here and a piece here and a piece here while we're letting the glue dry. Oh, several of these didn't poke out. Now, I didn't get it perfect. It doesn't matter. Your sentiment piece is going to cover it up. So now let's take the third one. White glue on that. And layer it over the other two. There we go. And now take our card front. And we're going to put it off center. I want that thank you to show. So if we put it right there and our sentiment piece on top of it, looky there. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. I need to stamp my sentiment. Here's my thank you, and I'm going to do it in the pebbled path. Yeah. Okay. Straighten it up here. Thank you. Let me clean my stamp. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this down right there. Right there. Yep. And then I'm going to do the thank you. I'm going to pop it up. I am down to the I used a lot of dimensionals this week, making some swap cards. And I am down to the very end of my dimensionals. All right. I'll pop these up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, we're going to position this right over that. I'm going to make sure it's straight. There we go. There we have our card. What do you think? What do you think? Is it too busy? You can see the thank you back there. The colors are pretty subtle. I probably needed another dimensional right under that edge. Whoops. So let me take the front and back off of this. it's just not holding up. It's not lifting up. And I think it's because all of the flowers or the timeless arrangement pieces are under the other end. So I'm going to put this right under here. Pull it out a little bit. Right there. There we go. Now, I feel better about that. What do you think? Is it too much? You know, if it's too much to your liking, you can always cut back and do fewer colors, fewer stamps. You can even simplify it like I did on this one and just put one stem there. I could put, I'm thinking this is a little bit crooked. You know me. If it's going to be crooked, I'll do it. I could put some twine right here. But for now, I'm going to leave it. And then I'm not going to do the inside. But on the inside, I'll put that other stamp. All right, there we go. Two of the different background papers. Let me move this. That I created. They're similar. I mean, they're similar. But then they're different, too. They're different. I think you can, when you get up close, you can see the differences really well. All right. Which do you like best? Let me get that piece off. Which do you like best? All right, I hope you'll give it a try. I hope you'll play around making your own background paper. Like I said, you can do it with 8.5 by 11. I just had some sheets of the 12 by 12 and thought I'd use that so that I could get more out of it. Thank you for watching. I hope I've inspired you to give creating your own background paper a chance. Go through your stamp sets. Just pull out a few random stamps. You'll want some smaller ones. I think you'll want a splatter for sure. If you can find a script stamp, use that. Flowers, leaves, whatever you want to use on it. All right. Thank you for watching, Kay. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who are watching the replay, thank you so much for doing that. And I hope you'll leave a comment. I so enjoy your comments, and I go back and I look. And I'll reply to any questions you may have or anything. So, and if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube account, my channel, and for watching my videos and for commenting, giving me a thumbs up, smiley face. Thank you so much. That helps the visibility of my YouTube channel. So I do this to share with others, and I want it to be able to, I want to share it with as many as possible. So if you like it and you think you know someone who might enjoy it, please click the share button and share it with them. Share it on your web page. I would love that. Thank you so much. All right. You have a blessed weekend, and thank you again for joining me. Bye-bye.